Welcome to a new edition of the Famous Interviews with Joe Dimino. On this episode, we talk with CEO, speaker, author, podcast host, and visionary Marcia Riner. Business owners come to her when they are looking to increase their revenue, take home more profit, and grow the value of their business. She has proven growth and revenue strategies with step-by-step success models that she guides her clients through to get results fast. Marcia talks a lot about business growth, increased profitability, and getting your business sale ready. You can follow her on a variety of platforms to learn more about her outside-the-box ideas. It's a great interview. Enjoy.
Thanks for taking a minute out today. I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So before we hop into your life and your work, I want to know first and foremost, we've been living through this pandemic for the last 3 years, and I'm wondering how you survived it, how it's changed the way that not only you live your life, but the way that you conduct business now.
I'm a business consultant, and I work with business owners to help them increase their profitability, drive growth, and plan for a future sale. And when the pandemic hit, panic set in. My clients were like, oh my God, the world's collapsing on me, and what are we going to do? And, there's famous folks that are all out there saying that crisis creates stronger businesses for those that can handle them, those that can see the opportunity out of them. So with many of my clients, not all of them, some of them had, just couldn't handle the stress, we were able to flex, adjust, and move in the direction that would give them more power as they came out, kind of speeding up into the turn, right? And so we were able to implement some strategies that allowed them to strengthen and take control of the situation, what they could control, rather than playing victim.
To get to the essence of what you do for a living, if I put you in front of a bunch of third graders at a career day and one of the kids asks you, what do you do for a living? How do you answer them?
Well, I put on a big smile and I draw a picture of a rocket on the chalkboard behind me. And I tell them, okay, so your mom and dad, they need to make money so you can go to school and buy that new trike and make sure there's enough food on the table and things like that. Well, what I do with my clients is I help them look at the way they're doing their business so that they're able to bring home more money. And if you think about it, it's like, how do you make more allowance, right? How do you grow that and make it work for you? And I think the real mastery is I'm not teaching anything that isn't already there. I'm just teaching your parents to look at the more important areas they need to look at. It's called focus, right? So if I let you with crazy in a room with your friends, you're going to run around and be crazy. But if I tell you to look at this one thing, then you're going to focus on that one thing for a little while. And I think that's what I do is I help your parents, I help business owners really focus on the important pieces of their business that generate the most revenue. And then trim the sales a little bit and make sure that they're able to bring more money home, right? Instead of having all these massive expenses and things that aren't either producing a new client, keeping a client, or increasing the lifetime value of that client. Was that too much for a third grader?
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. So let's stay in the third grade mold. What did you want to be when you were in third grade? What was your dream growing up?
Funny thing, I don't remember wanting to be a princess or a dog. Oh, Jesus, I'm so sorry. There are testing alarms in my building, and of course they decide to test it that time.
It's all good.
Hope that didn't blow your ears. It blew mine
yeah.
and my dog's. But yeah, so I think I've always had that entrepreneurial mindset. More importantly, I think I was always trying to figure out how to do something differently, right? That think outside the box method. And, I tried the corporate world as I grew older and, my hands got smacked a lot going, no, that's not how we do things here. And I'm like, well, have you thought about it this way? Yeah, let's put that in front of a board, right? Let's make a decision as a group. And that never worked for me. I kept trying it, Being a business owner and an entrepreneur is scary. But in scary times, I'd revert back to trying to do what everybody else did, and it never worked for me. Never worked for me. I mean, I tried the lemonade stand, but I don't think it made me enough money. So I was just always looking for, how could I do something different, right? And make an impact. And then my skills just evolved. Funny enough, every job I've had has involved money. I was a bank teller for a little while. I dealt blackjack in Reno. I did mortgages. I was a financial advisor. And as my life was changing again back in 2016, I was finding that, I didn't like that I couldn't control and really truly help my clients in the financial world, but I could with my advising. And then I transitioned out because that was where I fit better, right? And it's been like, I've had the wind behind me the entire way since then. And it's been fantastic.
So who's been a role model or a hero for you in your life?
Both my parents were business owners. Dad ran a car dealership and did really well. So I always admired his networking ability, right? He could work a room like nobody. I look at my mom. My mom ran a mortgage company and was a forerunner in the 90s for creating offsite processing. Holy cow. Can we have any more noise here? And so she taught me systems and processes and ways to be able to, get things done easier, how to lean out methods. So both my parents were active role models. And then I'm a marketing geek by interest, and so I follow Russell Brunson and and all those great marketing guys that are out there, and and yeah, so yeah, now they're knocking at my door. This is great. But yeah, so I follow who I can. There's always new ideas and everything that are going out there, and I just keep moving.
So I'm going to segue out and ask you this from that question. If you can meet anybody alive on the planet right now, who would it be? Who would you love to talk to?
Oh, alive. Wow. Funny enough, I just started ballroom dancing, and I come to realize that the instructors in the ballroom are nationally renowned ballroom dancers, and now I've got kind of stage fright and goo-goo that they're amazing. But I don't know that there's anybody out there that I have to have right now, and I want to bend their ear because I'm always a lifelong learner. There's so much to offer online. I just go find, listen, take notes, learn, and implement, which is the other piece.
Absolutely. So what were some of the seeds from childhood? Like, where were you born and raised, and what were some of the seeds that have sprouted into who you are today?
Yeah, I've always been a California girl. I lived in Northern California, chased my ex-husband all over the country with his job. We came back to California, and now I'm a Southern California girl. I think the seeds that I learned from both of my parents that, if you want it, you can make it happen. You just got to figure out how, right? And it may not even be the how, it may be the who. But you can make it all work and make it all happen. You just got to figure it out. And so that's what I've been doing most of my life is figuring it out. There's good times. There's bad times. There's a whole bunch of times in between, but there's always a way to figure it out. And I think that was what really drove me.
So what is it that motivates you? Every day you wake up, we all have these things that we want to do and accomplish, but what is the ultimate motivator for you?
Wow. I have to say that, I'm like everybody else, and I want to make sure that I have enough money that my family and I don't have to worry, right? So money's always been a big motivator for me, but it's not the money. It's what the money brings. does the money bring me peace? Does it bring me opportunity? Does it bring me, the ability to help others? What does the money bring? And I think that's what it actually is, the driver. The money is that energy, right? That tool that gets me everything else. So if I can make more money in my business, if I can help other companies make more money in their business, then they're going to be able to do the important things that they want to do in life.
So how at the end of the proverbial day do you look back and say that was a good day?
With a glass of wine?
There you go.
Yeah, right. I think if I was able to do the things that I said I was going to do, right? We all have that to-do list. Was I able to control that and keep it in check and move the needle forward? Did I do today what is going to move me to the next step? Did I eat better so I'm more healthy? Did I get my workout in? Did I make that call that needed to be made? Did I finish the task that was on my list to be completed? And I think when that is done, then when I sit back with my glass of wine as a celebratory, then I'm going, yeah, I did good today.
So let's say you have a dream tonight. You run into the younger version of yourself, and you could give that version of you a piece of advice based on what you've lived and learned in your life. What would you tell your young self?
Yeah, to keep going. There's lots of bumps in the road, and some bumps will set you back, and some bumps will make you turn left or right, but just keep going. And deep down in your heart what you're meant to be and meant to do, and the people's lives you're meant to impact. Just keep doing. Keep going. Keep going. Try harder. Keep going. And if you stay on your path, you'll get there sooner rather than veering off and running to the safety of the corporate world, running to the safety of, whatever you think, oh my gosh, tough times are coming, I better dig a hole, right? No, keep going. Keep going.
It's like this interview. We keep getting hit by the fire alarm. We're just moving on.
I know. Oh, my gosh. I can't believe this.
There's the metaphor.
Crazy.
So of all the things that you've done in your life, what are you the proudest of?
I'll be the typical parent and say my two children, my daughter is now starting her own entrepreneurial journey at 28 and has opened a salon. She's got a 4-year-old grandson. I'm very proud of her. My son chose his path in the Marines. He's a third year of his Marines journey, and he's doing well. So yeah, I'd say those are my most proud moments. And then my business baby, right? Running my company and doing the things that are important to me, because I think that if I was only a parent, I might not have enough of me that I'm able to give, but by being a business owner, I can give the rest of it there. So that's what I'm proud of.
So everyone out there has a perception of you, an idea of you, or whatever they believe you are, your family, your friends,
Yep.
Your clients, colleagues, but you live your life. What's your perception of you? Who do you think you are?
I'm a badass.
Right.
I'm a badass. I'm a visionary. So I have what I found to be a unique ability to be able to see the future. Not woo-woo future. I'm not putting my hands on their shoulder and going, I can see. But when my clients come to me, when my friends come to me and they start to tell me what they're doing and what they'd like to do, for some reason I can jump ahead and go, well, what if we did this and this? Because this could happen, right? So I think that visionary is really, really what is my superpower.
What's been the best client response, fan letters, so to speak, that you got in your life?
Great thank yous, because, they realize that you're not alone and you shouldn't attempt everything by yourself. Whether it's a friend that I've given some time to or shared some insights with or friendship with, to, clients that come back and say, oh, wow, I just doubled my income. yeah, we did. How cool is that, right? I mean, I get a lot of thank yous because I get things done. That's that hard ass of me that says we're going to bust through this until we get it done.
So if anyone out there, Marcia, wants to learn more about you, hire you, anything related to your world, where's the best place for them to go?
Well, they can go to my newly redesigned website at infiniteprofitconsulting.com. And there's some great resources on there. I write a weekly blog. I, too, have a podcast. Oh, I hate these guys. When we get off, I'm going to go scream at these guys for the worst timing ever, but I know it's not their fault, but I just need to release that. But I have a podcast myself. It's called Profit with a Plan, and it goes out every week. I'm pulling up on episode 200, and so I'm always talking about business growth, increasing revenue, and preparing for a future sale in your business, so you can find me all over social as well.
Wonderful, Marcia. Hey, thank you for your patience. Thanks for taking time out today. Good luck with these guys out in the hallway. Good luck in the future.
I know, right? This has got to be a first for your interviews here, and thank you for being patient with me, audience. I hope we didn't blow your ears with this crazy timing of the fire alarm testing in my building, but thank you for the opportunity to share with your audience, and this was a lot of fun. Made me think a little differently on who I am.
Good. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah. That'll just, the fire alarms will add just a little bit of extra magic, little improv, so to speak.
We got to top it off with some more.
right there. We got more. All right, cool. Well, hey, thank you again. Good luck with everything. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thanks for tuning in to another famous interview with Joe Dimino, where we cover the world of art, literature, business, spirituality, music, and more from around the globe. If you want to hear more interviews, visit the Famous Interviews with Joe Dimino channel on YouTube. Find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Thanks again for listening, and until next time.